Guess who's back? Guess who the fuck is back? Try to not drop on it. Now, now hopefully this will be a more um hopefully this is a more less laggy, less complicated stream. Because he's me he's not. So like I said in the last live stream. So so we're back on the YouTube grind, and uh, considering it is the 1st of June already, which I'm surprised it is right now. Like, how is it already the 1st of June? How? Where the fuck did the last one go? Because it felt like yesterday was like the only start of May, which is the thing. Now I'm going to get me a link sorted out. Bop. Right. That and that's posted on my story. And go to the other account and post there, which is, yeah, that's what I call the life of well, a person trying to do YouTube for hopefully a job at one day, you know? And bap. Right. That is the posting done. Now, a fucking telling me voice, I am a bit wrecked. Part of the reason I was out last night, and we got back home, and I didn't sleep until about 5 in the morning, which is the other thing. Yeah, I didn't sleep until like 5 in the morning. I feel like I want to change up the scenery, although despite my camera being connected into the docking station, um, it'll be a bit hard for me to move it around, and so I shall see how this works. It's not the best idea. Don't want to have a fucking cramp for me calf. I literally just got like I got a calf cramp downstairs. Just was watching YouTube, and I can still fucking feel me calf cramp, and it hurts like a fucking bollocks. I'll say that now. So I might see if I can move the camera, just to experiment with the light in here as well. Just yeah, and also just a way to start the live stream, because sometimes it's nice to. Jesus Christ, that screen is not nice. By the way, actually no, this would be flexing, and I would hate to be flexing, but here's my normal phone. I have my Spotify playing on it, and another fucking phone. So, spoiler alert, I got a new fucking phone. And the thing is, I'm not currently changed to this phone yet, and which is the issue. But the only sheer reason I uh I got this phone was because I bought an Apple Watch, but whilst trying to set up the Apple Watch using this phone, my current one right now, um, setting it up, it literally, I had to fucking, like, it said I needed to like have the latest update of iOS. I realized on my actual phone I had to do an update, and so I updated my phone very quick, and then about 10-15 minutes later, update finished. I went to do the thing with the Apple Watch to pair it. It wouldn't pair. It turned out that I had to get a new iOS version, which also meant I had to buy a new fucking phone for my Apple Watch. And if you don't believe me with the Apple Watch, I shall go. Really not a good idea for. It's really not a good idea for me to be walking because I've got a bad cramp in my calf now. But it's that's I don't know why it's just dusty all of a sudden. But Apple Watch, yeah, got an Apple Watch and phone. This is what you call fucking just spending your fucking money. Well, and also treating yourself. Like, because I think I said it in a few of my videos where my parents and Peter were pretty much bullying me to just fucking uh, spend me money because I don't spend my money. So that's what they just did. And now what I might do right now is change up this scenery because I don't know if part of the reason why my screen is always buffer is because of the fucking light and it's like fucking up the exposure. And so let's fucking change the scenery. Although it's really not a good idea to be doing this when I'm like when I've got half of like a leg and a half when I got yeah when I don't even I've completely lost me calf, which is the bad thing. I can't even stand on it correctly without the pain, which is the issue that I'm experiencing. So let's give this a fucking shot, shall we? So with my docking station, um, the cable that connects my camera, the cable that connects my camera to the docking station is very small, meaning that I can't exactly move my camera around that much. I wish there was a better camera. You know what? Actually, I might just turn on the fucking light. Yeah. Now, from what I'm seeing on the camera and on OBS, it is not the nicest looking spot to be doing it. And I know at this time, I probably, oh, you know what, yeah, at this time I should be making myself something to eat. Yeah. This is like prime time of the day, so we'll have to spoil it. Like, I can make something to eat a bit later. Actually, no, because I need to, oh, fuck. I need to go out and buy milk. Unless Peter could have, you know what? That's the thing. Peter always wants me to go on the milk runs. Whenever we have to go out and buy shit, it's not like sometimes it almost always ends up being me on the fucking milk runs, which is the annoying thing. I always end up on the milk runs. Uh, well, not that I'm saying it as if I've gone on a lot of milk runs, but I genuinely like. All I'm saying is that Peter, Peter was up before me. I could hear because he walked into my fucking room whilst I was asleep with my mate. Don't ask fucking why. I just heard them open my fucking door. Despite the fact because, hear me out on this. Right, it was what time was it? About 4:30 in the morning. My mate Dara passes out. What was it? Well, Alright, you know he's already mixed. Well, he's seen Darren like in a video before, or like a year and a half ago or something. But this is after we've come home from having a few drinks. Like we went out. We had a few pre-drinks at home, right, yesterday, and then we went to the Drogheda United game, which no surprise, surprise, we lost fucking 2-0, which was the ass crack. Like which yeah, dude, that was the ass crack bit. That so we had some prees at home. Then we ended up, what was it? We got back. Oh no, we didn't come back to the house until later during the night. So basically, no, I'll actually move. So what you gotta do after now is just water and eat. I was planning on going to the gym today, but I kind of realised how gone my head was, and so I decided it was best to not go to the gym because I don't want to be in the middle of doing a fucking bench press and then like feeling like half asleep, like still, when you have that like feeling in your head like you still feel hungover. That's the last thing you want, and so just last thing you want is for that kind of shit to be happening. Need to make sure that's grand there. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So we had a few prees at home, and then they're not there. How the fuck is a yeah, yeah, right. Might have to very quick get rid of that. I don't know if the actually I know that part of it is probably because of all the fucking files I have right now. Although it is partially not me fucking fault because I need this stuff. As you know, a lot of these, yeah, like those pictures can go. Um. Oh yeah, so those are the two fucking edit things that I did. I don't need them anymore. Those files, because those two videos are already out. Those videos are already up. Yeah, so I shall bin these fuckers. Bin you lot. If you would like to fuck off, there we go. And then just the goal is to make sure. Uh, can I backspace? I can. Thank God, I thought that would be a bit hard to do, but it turns out it is not. Yeah, like, there's a lot of fucking files I have to sort out. There's a lot of files on my computer that I have to sort out. But yeah, what else? So we left the house and was Drogheda United game, which we went to, and like shocker, we lost 2-0. Like the I will say the first half of the game, and Drogheda were just fucking playing hot potato with the ball. Literally, they didn't. It was as if they didn't want to keep the ball. They were playing hot potato with the ball, which caused Rovers to have most of the possession for pretty much the entire fucking game. Like the like Drogheda only ever got the ball if if Rovers kind of fucked up a play, and I realised as well that despite how aggressive Shamrock Rovers were being, Drogheda were holding it on very strong in the first half because I realised that despite the amount of times that Rovers were pushing, Drogheda held on. Drogheda's defense was doing good, but I also noticed Drogheda's keeper is absolutely shit. Like, and I mean this in terms of because I noticed it yesterday. Every fucking kick out that Drogheda had, it went to Rovers. There was not one kick out that Drogheda goalkeeper did where a Drogheda player won the ball. A Shamrock Rovers player always ended up winning the ball. And I think my voice is gonna be like this just for the rest of the day, just because obviously you know that it's kind of the rules after a night out to like just not do anything the next day, depending on the amount you've had to drink. That's what it is. It depends on how much you've had to drink, and basically, um, yeah. So we finished the draw the game, and then we went up to the Admirals. We went up to the Admirals, and we had a few drinks there, and yeah, we had some drinks. Peter and Dara were on the Guinness, as far as per fucking usual for them, whilst I had me rock short ciders, and then the girl we were with, well, which I later only found out last night. Well, very late during the night, actually, which Dara never mentioned, was that him and her were together. Like Dara never bothered to fucking mention it. Um. So Admirals, they had their Guinness. I had me Rockshore ciders, and with Peter and Dara, when they drink Guinness, it is a fucking race to who can drink the most, and who can drink the quickest, and who can drink who's the better drinker between the two of them, and it is an unhealthy obsession to see the two of them doing that, and then yeah, because we were just in Admirals for not too long, and then after that, I didn't even realise until we were walking out of until halfway up the fucking road, we were going to Earth. We were going to fucking Earth, for crying out loud. And I will say that this was the first time where I was in Earth, but the place was dead. It was the first time where I'd seen the place dead, and that's the thing, because Earth is just shit. Earth is shit now. Earth is shit, and so it doesn't do you well. But like the people and staff get paid well, and all that. They get paid decent money anyway. So we went into Earth, and apparently the girl we were with knew fucking, apparently just knew everyone. Like you know when you have that one girl in your friend group that just knows fucking everyone, or like you're going out with a girl and she just knows fucking everyone in like the restaurant or bar. It's so weird. Like that was the one that we were with. Like we were going up to Earth and she was running up, using if depending if people watching this are from the Drogheda area and you just know about Earth, and you have that whole, you have Earth up here, but then you have that massive like path before the road. She was fucking sprinting down the fucking path. Bear in mind, there was no way she could have been drunk. There was no way she could have been drunk. And because I was even questioning, like, could she somehow be a lightweight? Because she was drinking a bit in Admirals, and she didn't even drink that much in that. I don't even think she only had like two glasses. I think it was like something with vodka. I think it was like vodka Coke or vodka Red Bull. I don't know, but basically she just hooked the bouncer. I was like, so yeah, apparently just know everyone, and it was so weird because he just let her in. I was like, what? 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 what the fuck's going on here? I was like, and then obviously we went over, and then obviously we gave him our IDs. Yeah, got the little pat down. Got the pat down. Just yeah, and the normal stuff, and then we just walked in. And I will say, it was the place was more dead, but at the same time, like for some reason, you still get like the very attractive and hot girls going out the earth because you just walk in and you just see that one group of girls that you're like, they are all tens. All these girls are tens, like eight at the minimum, 10 at the max. But you know that they might drop the boyfriend bomb on you. And the funny thing, well, not really. Well, was it? Like a lot of shit happened. A lot of stuff happened in Earth because what was it? We got some drinks, and I didn't even realize as well, because when we were paying to go in, although to get into Earth is basically a fiver, but if you want to, apparently you can buy a little token, to get like for Earth. So it's like just little tokens, and there's one, two, three, four, five, like just numbers, like little circles with numbers on them, and I didn't know what it was for, and I realized that you can give the bartenders those little like tokens or tickets or whatever you call them, and then you can get a drink for free. And I felt sad a bit bad because I was like, this is one of their ways of like keeping people here, because it was funny enough when like you just get a drink and then they're like they just all do it because I remember the first thing we got when we were in Earth was a tequila shot. So we got tequila shots when we were in Earth, and then what was it? We well, oh yeah, what the fuck was I saying? My head is still a bit off. Oh yeah, right before we ordered tequila shots, there was this group of girls also at the counter, and there was like I think six or fucking seven of them at the counter, and the poor woman on like at the bar, it wasn't the main bar, and but pretty much she just all the girls were like, we're gonna pay separate, pay separate, pay separate, and then they all just gave her the fucking coupons. And I was like, is this what you do? And so I just handed her the coupon just to see what would happen. She just took it and then just scribbled on it, and then turns out, oh, you can just use those to get free drinks. I didn't fucking realize. And then my stupid retard of a brain actually paid for a drink a bit later on during the night. And so I think it's just because I knew that, because I knew that I could save the coupons once I realised what I could use them for. I could save the coupons, and then because the guys and the girl have their coupons as well, they can use them up, and so maybe we could use up someone's coupon, and then someone else can use their coupon. And so before we left, like right before we left, I'll talk about the middle stuff. Before we left, Peter went to go grab his coat, and I realised I had still had three free drinks, and so I think I said to Dara, "Here, I have three like things here," and then he just said, "Go get sambuca shots," and I was like, "Okay, fuck it." But I will say this as well. I feel like sambuca shots are better than tequila or vodka. Okay, I am seeing. I don't know why. I don't know if they're looking at me, but right, I'm looking at my window and I'm just seeing a bunch of. I'm just seeing a group of kids standing outside on the hill. Just I don't know. I don't know why they just stopped outside my house. It just looked like they just started facing towards the house. What the fuck is out? Not the fucking calf. There's nothing outside. That's happening. Okay, this is a bit of a stretch here. Okay, that's fine. I feel like I can just delete that now because I. Well, I kind of forgot that that happens. So, okay, I'm the retard on that. There, I am the retard there. Jesus. The weird thing is that like it says that my stream is doing status is excellent for the first few minutes, and then midway through the show, it will be like this. Now I feel like today I'm not going to stream that long because I know I need to go get something to eat, and so I might go for. It's like I'm seeing it's like about 4 o'clock now, and so I might have the stream short, but I think just for today I'm just gonna chat about like my night, chat about my night. So back to just uh, so we just got sambuca. I will say I feel like sambuca shots are better than tequila or vodka shots. I think for me personally, because tequila just gets a bad reaction out of me. Like tequila is just one of those like you pull off that face. You know that face. You just pull off that face. It's like like you're just trying to not like fucking cough it. It's the first time I ever had tequila. I don't know if I've already said this, like on camera or in a video or a live stream. The first time I had tequila, it came back at me fucking nose. It was the first time I was like, what the fuck? And like so that was my first time. And then last night I had that when we first had tequila, me and Dara. I remember we both had it, and then Peter's acting like the class, like the hard lad, like oh it's fucking amazing, tequila's amazing. And I'm like, mate, you know tequila's not for fucking everyone. Tequila's not for everyone. And then yeah, so sambuca is just I just feel like is it way easier. It just tastes a bit nicer than tequila, but vodka just goes straight through you. Vodka goes like literally last night when we were home. I went into our the cabinet where all the fucking alcohol was, and one of the Smirnoff balls pretty much almost gone, and I was like, I'll just do a shot of that just to get rid of it, which I obviously ended up doing. But basically, back to where we were. So we're in the bar. We all get tequila shots. This is the start of the night, and basically the dance floor was empty. The dance floor was empty, and then I was barely surprised. And then next thing you know, you're just following this girl because her and Dara were. I didn't know that. Like we only like it took them a few fucking hours to say. Well, it took her a few hours to say anything about like her and Dara are together, and Dara didn't say a word about it. So basically, we were pretty much following her. I don't know why, and because when I'm in Earth or when I'm out and about, I will tend to just um, I'll just follow people around. I need something. I will tend to just follow people around when I'm in Earth. I'm not like going. Like I'm not like going to to my own spot really. The only time you'll ever, I think, the only time you'll ever see me on my own, like doing something, is if maybe I've been lucky enough to chat with a girl. If I find myself lucky enough to chat with a girl, then you can consider me like I'm not coming back to the main group far away. Although actually I do remember like I think I realised I had my eyes on a girl, and I think she had her eyes on me for a second. But I don't. But I think it was like obviously you know when like you see a girl and then you kind of give the little smile, you kind of look back for a second. You do the second take, and then like you like give the nod, like little smile to like look for seem friendly. Like I did that towards her. I think she kind of noticed me. She kind of seen me doing it as well, and what was it? The only bad thing about it was that her and her group of her and her group of friends left. They all left at one stage, and I was like, well, that is my chances gone now. That was my chances gone. Because I was like, here, like, I'm just looking over, I see this girl, I'm like, you know what, she's fucking stunning. But like, obviously, she wasn't like one of those many girls who like wearing a nice fancy dress, or like one of those like just having like a lot of cleavage out. Like, she just had like just nice, from what the fuck was it? She just had like these nice, she had these nice jeans on. Not, it was like, it just seemed like what was it, a tank top? No, crop top. I'm being, yeah, crop top. And she's like just wearing glasses, and I was like, you know what, like she just looks fucking stunning. I don't know why. She just like she looked stunning. I was like, well. And I noticed, what I noticed as well was so me and the others, we were all like at one of those tables, and basically what happened was that I was just kind of like looking around because I was facing like towards the bar, towards the cloakroom, and like towards the door to like leave and get in. And so that like I was kind of like, that was like my field of view, and I noticed that about three times her and her friend group kind of were walking like past us. But obviously like she was either just getting a drink or just walking past us to go somewhere. But I noticed as well that her and her friend group, they went up to get a drink, and now bear in mind like I wasn't like standing out with my outfit because I just simply had my jeans on, I had a black top on, which is a fucking great idea if you're going to a nightclub where it's gonna be a bit dark, and then I just had my black coat on, literally. Like you can see it over there. I had my black coat on, and then that was it. And then obviously with the hair, oh, still being fucking amazing. My hairdresser is fucking brilliant. Like the other, because when she cut it the other day, I realized, because I'd rather powder in my hair. I'd rather powder in my hair than that fuck do you call it, like gel. Yeah, gel. Yeah. You kind of lose your words when after a night out. But basically, yeah, I got powder in my hair, and that's just the thing. Like she just I that was like made me realize I rather prefer powder than get gel in my hair, because powder, because for those of you who don't know, if you get powder in your hair, it's basically like it rubs into your hair, and then once that kind of starts to style, then what can happen is you can your hair won't really mess up. So obviously you can see the way it is now, but like the thing is actually is that it will stay there like that. So the powder kind of helps keep your hair in that way. If that's the best way to do it. Whereas if you didn't have powder, this could be flat, my hair could be down, and all that. Whereas because I have the powder, it's kind of like stuck in this position, so I can put this up, and it'll just stay like this. Like if I'm moving, or like hop out of the shower and I wash my hair, like it's not going to like wash all the powder off. It's not going to wash the powder off because the powder kind of sinks into your hair, and so this, even if you're after having a shower, the powder will stay in there, and then you're fine. And like honestly, Southgate barbers, shout out to you, like you are fucking amazing. Like air like the woman who cut my hair, she's fucking amazing. And then basically, so I'm really sidetracking here. So I'm just so basically the outfit that I was wearing, it wasn't like a standout outfit. It's one of those where like you would only kind of notice me if if maybe I walked past you. Maybe you could notice me from afar because I'm another human being in the establishment. I'm right there, and so basically, shit, me and this girl like kind of, I think I kind of locked eyes with her for a second, and I noticed she smiled back, so I was like, okay, okay, okay. Something could be up. And then meanwhile, because I'm just seeing this because weirdly what just happened was that I felt like I was just like not like when I just looked over, just had a little glance towards the girl, and then she kind of glanced back towards me. Then we just like had that, you have that smile towards someone, and you kind of like reality checks back in, and then you're there with your mates. Like genuinely in that moment, it was as if like I was chatting with my friends, and then I just seen her, and it was as if they weren't there. I just seen her, and then it was like it's like it clocks back in, like, oh shit, like I'm right here. That's just what happened. It's basically like it's like I got hypnotized on the spot. That's what happened. It's as if I just got hypnotized. But that was a bit later into the night actually, wasn't it? Yeah. But basically what happened? We were moving around Earth at fucking low, so it's hard to think about what bits I did in order. I was going to kilo shots. Then we were walking around, and then we went back to the bar, and we got drinks. Peter and Dara like got Guinness. I didn't realize you could order pints and like in the nightclub, and so I just grabbed myself a Copperberg because why the fuck not? Like Copperberg's one of the nicest fucking ciders of all time, and in terms of Copperberg, strawberry and lime I think is the winner. Strawberry and lime, like like honestly, for any of you Copperberg fans out there, strawberry and lime, that's the go to. Like the mixed fruit is good, but I think the strawberry and lime just puts the nail in the coffin. Like that, it just hits better. And then so if I can just go by this in order, because I'm saying a lot of this stuff that's like, oh, this either happened later on in the night or this happened earlier on in the night. And so if I try and go by order, so we got our drinks, and then we went to our table. Like we just went and found on one of the tables was free. That was just at the nightclub. It wasn't one of those where like you had that big sofa where that big sofa was. It wasn't that. It was just one of those like tables you just kind of stand around and it's like it's by the door and it's by the bar. And so we went over there and then we were just chatting, and then I just had to just start. It couldn't have looked more like I was off my fucking ass. Honestly, like I was like, am I already drunk or something? I was, because we were doing what was it we were doing? We were basically playing Never Have I Ever, and obviously if you done something, you take a drink, and so we were doing all this, we were doing everything, and then I think Peter then kept on saying stuff which related to me knowingly. He kept on saying stuff that him and probably Dara and maybe if the other girl had done it as well, but never done it. And so, but obviously it was funny because earlier during the night when we were in the Admirals, um, I think the girl pointed out that she fucking slept like that she had sex with like I think like two or three people or so. I don't remember the fucking story, but basically in that moment she found out that she found out I was a virgin. So and obviously to this day, at almost 21 years old, I am still a fucking virgin, and yeah, I'm still a virgin. But obviously, remember, there's nothing fucking wrong with being a virgin at all. Like depend, like you have those people that like they just want to have sex at that age if they're like 18, 19, just get it out of the way, and then you'll have those people who like they'll want to maybe have sex, but when they do it, they want it to be like meaningful. They want it to be like with someone like they have a deep interest in and they maybe in a relationship with. But what was it? I think I'm starting to get to the point now where I'm like, I'll just do it, just get it out of the way. That's the train I'm on. I'm on the train of like I'll just do it, just so I can get it out of the way, and so I can say that I'm not a virgin, rather than deeply trying to get to know a girl. You do the deed, you do the devil's tango, as as Alex Myers would call it, and then yeah, like that would just take a lot longer to do. Whereas if you had a girl and then she was and then like if it depends if you got lucky with like a girl if she was like yeah I just kind of want to get it out of the way like as well. And they're like yep let's do it. Fucking come back to mine we can do it. I'm really sorry trying but yeah basically I'm still a virgin. That's the thing and there's nothing wrong with it. But basically, so that carried on into the Never Have I Ever, and so Peter was then asking stuff to do with sex, and then yeah, and then I think your woman was starting to do it as well. I think Dara started doing it, and I think they were just doing it. Just I think Peter, I just yelled at Peter like, "Are you just trying to fucking set me off or something?" Like because I think I either might have just been starting to get, I might have just started to be like getting pretty tipsy or pretty drunk, whichever. But I don't think I was actually that drunk. I think I was just, I think when like you can tell like okay you're not sober. That's what I think what it was. It was in the moment where I could realize I'm not sober. Like I'm definitely like tipsy or something, and so basically we're just sitting around there, and then if I remember correctly, something that I said because Peter gave never have I ever, and then I was like, okay, you can feck off, and then I just said something. I don't remember word for word, but I said something to like, well, you're lucky for you, because remember I haven't fucked yet. It was something along the lines of that. Like it was something along the fucking lines of that, and then obviously that just set the three of them off. Basically, Peter almost spit his fucking drink out, and we all just kind of start, like we kind of like like in friend group when like someone says something so funny, like so stupid or funny that you all just fucking walk away from where you are, and then you all just start like you lose it. You all just lose it. That happened. Peter started walking away like hysterically laughing. And then the girl, she was like, "Oh my god, what?" And then but like in a way where it's like, she was laughing. And Dara was like, "Yeah, Dara might as well have just been at the bar. Like, that's how far away he was." And then I'm just like leaning against the window, like fucking losing it, like feeling like pissing myself, like feeling like I'm about to piss myself. And then just that happened, and then after that. We actually went to that table a few times, but at one point, what was it? We all kind of all went to the bar, and then she no, um, we all went to the bar. I looked back, and I realized, like there was a group of people that kind of walked up, that were behind us, and a few of them just went to that table that we were just at like 2 seconds ago. But and then we got more drinks. I got another copperberg, thankfully, and then I think I noticed that girl. I noticed that girl again. I seen her again, and then it also turned out that Peter was apparently like chatting to some girl. He kept on saying that he forgot she looked like. What she looked like. He forgot she was wearing, and I had to keep on saying to him, mate, she's hard to miss. She's wearing all white. For fuck's sake, it's hard to miss. Black hair, all white. She's wearing all white. It's hard to fucking miss that. And so, obviously, he went over. I think she started to him first or something. I don't know. It was just one of those. Like I think he was at the bar. Thing. Dara went to the toilet. The other girl went to the toilet. It was me at the table on my own. And then one thing to know is that like I hate being in that situation where like I'm kind of on my own like in a nightclub or something, because then I don't know what to do. Like my fucking instinct is to just go on my phone because I'm like I'm on my own here. Like I'm now on my own. Like in the nightclub, I know like I then see Peter over there at the bar chatting with this girl in all white, and I see him, and then but then at the same time I'm like, it just makes you feel lonely there for a second. Like, Dara and your other girl are just in the bathroom just they're both just in the toilets going for a quick piss, and then not to do any naughty business, but Peter started chatting to this girl, and then I was like, what the fuck do I do? Cause I don't do that well when I'm like in nightclubs. I don't mind being in nightclubs. Like it's grand. Like I've been in nightclubs plenty of fucking times. Just I hate being in that type situation, where I'm kind of left on my own for that like 2 3 minutes, which feels odd because then you're like, but because at the same time like Dara had left his drink on the table to over a bit. The girl, I think she had a drink on the thing, and I had my drink. Peter was going up to order a drink, obviously, and so I was like, okay, I'm just here minding the drinks, and so I'm just there on my phone doing whatever the fuck, knowing that this place does not have Wi-Fi. The place didn't have Wi-Fi at all. I don't know. I think it did because I think it was like snapping. I think I was like snapping my mate, my other mate. I think I was snapping Taylor, who was in America right now, and yeah, and then they all came back. We all kind of finished our drink, and then you just went onto the fucking dance floor and just doing your. I don't know what the fuck this is. um, went onto the dance floor, started dancing, and I don't think like this was like one of the only times, or probably even the first time in my life where like whilst there's music on, like we're all on the dance floor, and I genuinely just fucking went with it. Like you know when like you're just dancing, but then when the music just hits your, or like I don't know how to describe it, but like you just close your eyes and then you just let your body and the music do the talking. Like you're not thinking about it, about like the move to do. Like the music just, it felt as if the music was starting to control the way I was dancing, and so I was like all over the fucking floor. Like I could have, like you could have looked, you could have, if you were like one of those people like walking around and you were just looking at the dance floor, which is just in the middle. I would have been one of 3 or 4 people on the dance floor, like proper like going, and then that was it. Like, the dance floor did start getting a bit crowded because it was getting a bit later into the night. Although what time was it? It was like after wait, what? I don't even remember. It was like after 11 or something. It was after like it was pretty much after it was. I don't know if it was like maybe 12. I think it was 12 actually. I think it was after 12 because I remember I just quickly seen on the girl's phone. I'm not gonna say her name obviously. Like I'll say Dark because obviously I've seen him on the channel before. But basically I seen the time on her phone because when she went to pick her phone up, like her phone was turned on, and then yeah, I could just see the time, and yeah, so it was obviously after 12, and although despite it being a Friday, the place was a bit of a shithole, but yeah, so we were on the dance floor just dancing, and and then obviously because there wasn't too many people in there, I seen the glasses girl coming again, and I didn't know whether or not like I just gave her that smile. I just gave her the smile, and then I kind of now realize something as well because when we were dancing, when we were dancing, the girl, like the one we were with for the night, basically, what was it? She was dancing with us, and then there was obviously times where like she was like doing this because obviously like I was taller than her, so she was like doing this like being like trying to, she was offering her like my like how the fuck do you say this in a way just to make it sound mad, like not mad, she was just putting her hand out and then just getting me to grab her hand, and then I just held on to it, and then she just, we were just people just dancing. I will say this though, Dinoist, the last 2 times I have gone out for drinks, or like even gone to a nightclub, there's like been a girl with the group. It's been me, Pierre, Taylor, and Taylor Dara, and then some girl. And then this girl I wouldn't have a clue about. I don't know who the fuck she is. I just like they like because the lads just tell me, yeah, just like just there's gonna be a girl with us. I'm like, all right, okay, fine. I feel like that is one of the. I feel like although it's nice to have a girl with the group. I feel like personally it kind of just takes away from like it takes it away from how the fuck do you say it? How the fuck do you put it into the right words? Um, it takes it away of being like he's chatting with her. Because obviously, you know, when you're in a nightclub and you see a lad and a girl together, you'd be like, oh, they're like, they probably just met in the nightclub and they're like just, they're chatting, you know? You're chatting. And so, which is what pretty much most people in nightclubs would think when you see a guy chatting to a girl in a nightclub. Like, you don't, you like, you'll half think, okay, they've been with her for the night, so she's probably a friend of theirs. That is what at least 10% of people in the nightclub would think. The other 90% of the people in the nightclub would be like, that is a girl that he's met in the nightclub and he's dancing with her. He's probably going to get with her or something. That's the issue when it comes to like going to a nightclub with your mates, but then you have a girl with you. It kind of it takes that effect away from if you see another girl in the nightclub who you feel like, oh, like she seems interesting, and then you want to go up to her, but then she sees you and this other girl like that, it takes it away of being like, oh, okay, like she, it makes her like, it would make that girl think, okay, like he's with her, he's dancing with her. That is why personally I've only like noticed it. Like it's only like starting. It's only like a recent thing that I felt is that probably sometimes it's not the best idea to like go like if you have that like you have three lads like just in the way I was in the situation, you just have that one girl with you like in the group, and then that could take the feeling away of like if I'm like if I'm with everyone at a bar, the girl's with you, like if this friend of one of the guys is with you, and then basically, um, you might see another girl. You might see another girl in the bar, and maybe you kind of exchange glances towards each other, and then you kind of look back, and then you kind of smile. But then you could have the girl who's kind of friends that you with the group start chatting to you, and then you talk to her. I feel like that could take away the potential chance that you could have had, and you would kind of ruin that moment that you've just had with that glance with that other girl, because now that other girl is going to be thinking, okay, never mind. He has a girl with him. That's what it is. That's what it is. That's the bit that like you kind of need to get it out of the way. It's something that I that's only been on my mind like a bit recently, which so it kind of makes your chances slimmer of chatting with a girl if you already have a girl in your friend group that you are with, unless you have like two or three girls with you. So it's like okay, you have like one of these three girls that we are out and about with will probably take some sort of interest in you, and then that's it. It's either gonna be that, or it's gonna be you kind of just go out with your mates and then you just go on for a chat. Because I feel like me and the lads, we kind of we kind of do better. We the lads end up chatting to more girls when we don't have a girl with us already. So if we go into the nightclub within the company of a girl, then I think the chances would be higher for us. Because then obviously the club will just see, oh, three lads, three nice looking lads, like three very sexy looking men like ourselves. Pretty much it gives the girls an approach. That's what it does. It gives the girls an approach to be like, here, they don't seem to be any girls. They're good looking. Let's give it a shot. Whereas if you have a girl with you, it'll be like, okay, she's probably with one of them, or either, or what she's with one of them, and then maybe another one of them is trying to get into her pants. It's gonna be something like that. That's a massive sidetrack. Actually, that was just a massive side rant. or so no sidetrack because it wasn't around it. Basically, but I hope you can just see where I am going with this, which is what I'm saying. And so with this girl that I was kind of like exchanging glances with, um, I feel like if if this girl we were with wasn't like making me dance with her and like holding my hand and like doing the dance, I feel like I could have probably almost had a better chance of potentially going up to that other girl that like exchanging glances with. The chances could have almost been there, but it wasn't. And so we were on the dance floor just dancing, doing our thing, and I was starting to feel the music a good bit. And then, okay, and I'm just after seeing on my fucking studio thing. Although, yeah, I was observing it on my computer. I was, I was fucking observing it on my fucking computer. I was looking, and at one stage it said the stream is healthy. It was like excellent connection, and now it's just after going back to port. It was on excellent connection for about an hour. Wait, how long was that? For about 20 minutes. The thing was fucking healthy for about 20 minutes. The thing was good. But anyway, like the stream does seem to be going fine anyway. It's not lagging too much. Basically, we were dancing, doing our thing, and then we kind of went back up to the bar, got some like I think they were some of our last drinks, and then we went up to our table, and I kind of I kind of seen that group of a group of girls. I seen the girl in the glasses, and I was like, oh, they were at the cloakroom. They were getting their coats, and basically like this this kind of just had me out of the fucking world for a second. Basically, I wasn't like just staring at her, just leaving. It was like I was just there. I was chatting with the lads. It was just one of those that you just know like when like someone just walks past you, you kind of just catch them. You just deal with that. Everyone, it happens to everyone. Basically, I'm just one of those like they kind of just got into my view or whatever. Like my field, they got into my field of view, and so they're all just walking, and so I'm just like, and then I realized and I noticed, I'm not fucking joking. I just looked, I just like just my eyes just went up just for a second. 'Cause I'm like, okay, like just people just walking past. You just tend to like just look up when someone walks past you. I just looked up for a second, and that girl in the glasses, she just turns back and just smiles at me. I'm it wasn't that awkward. It wasn't that awkward. No, it wasn't awkward at all. Actually, I seen her like she was leaving basically with her friend group, and so I kind of just seen her. She kind of seen me for that second. She kind of smiled. She looked. It was the fact that she even turned it back, and I was like, okay, she must have had her eyes on me, because she's after turning back and looking towards me. So that's saying something. And then she gave me a smile. I kind of gave her a smile. I gave her a little nod, like you like gave her a little nod, and I did it up. I nodded up. I didn't nod down. The child there on my front, hey, you just do that. Whereas like, or that thing, like yeah, it's just one of those gestures like you're a bit of a friendly person. Whereas like if you like nod down, it gives people that bit of closure that like okay like, because if you see the difference like like doing that, you can kind of tell. You can tell because if you just see a girl and then you go like that, like, it almost looks a bit negative. It almost feels a bit negative. Whereas if you go like that, it feels as if like okay, more of a nice gesture. I don't know if like if I don't know if I'm being wrong. I might be wrong on that, but that's just what happened. The girl looked back. I kind of gave her that nod, and then she kind of she smiled, and then she turns and walked out, and then I was just left there like just kind of like just staring at the door, like a solid 5 seconds, because like once I seen her, like it was just seeing that she turned around, looked at me, smiled, and then left with our group of friends, and I was like, oh shit. I'm like, oh, like it was like I just disregarded the fact that like, oh, she's leaving. Like it was like that realization of like when that door closed, I was like, oh shit, she left. And then I was like, well then, well then, because think about it, it's like this is like 20, like this is 20 minutes of being like I feel like there's like some girl here that kind of is like giving me the eye. I feel like there's this girl giving me the eyes. I'm kind of giving her the eyes, and so and and then next thing and then they just leave like 20 minutes later, and you're like, oh shit. And then, but then obviously it's just one of those like, okay, like I'm never gonna see her. I'm never gonna see her again in my life. Like that was just a one time thing. It was 20 minutes, so it was fuck all. It was nothing. And so we went back, and we were just doing our thing really, and it was just one of those where we were on the dance floor the last time, and then I was just trying to think, okay, let's try and experiment here and see what would happen if I maybe just tried to like just you just look around whilst you're dancing and just see if you can just see that like one girl that can catch your eye for that 1 second. It doesn't need to be the most prettiest girl you've ever seen. It doesn't need to be like the girl like the 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 girl in like the leggings, no, the girl with that like red dress, yeah, like the classic gorgeous girl with the red dress dancing, and then you have that one girl just she's always just getting her phone out, just taking videos. You're just trying to look for that like one in between, like, and that's the thing. I mean, that was just Jesus, and basically, I'm just trying to experiment for a second here and be like, here, let's see if I can maybe get my eyes on a different girl. Peter, Dara, and this other girl are just they're dancing away, and then okay, they're like grand. I didn't realize then that we were getting a taxi. I didn't realize is that we had ordered that they were ordering a taxi, which is why like when I kind of just started dancing, which is why when I looked towards them, they were all just not dancing, which is one of the fucking things that feels that slight bit embarrassing when you are in a nightclub on the dance floor, is that you are one of those many like you're with that friend group. He's all just kind of stop dancing, but then you'll have those only people on the dance floor who are dancing, which doesn't make as much sense. Jesus. But basically, I was just trying to see if I had my eyes on another girl. Wasn't working for me. Wasn't working. And so then I realised that they were saying something to each other, and we kind of they just left the dance floor. And I was like, okay. And so just being that I'm usually that person. Like I just kind of like I get dragged along, and so I just kind of follow them around. Apparently, she was going to the toilet, and then Peter was getting his coat, and then I think Dara was kind of just kind of standing around. I think waiting for Peter, and then he said to me, "How much do you have left on your coupon?" And I looked at it, and I had three left. And I was like, oh, there's three free drinks there. And so he's like, here, yeah, yep, okay. Get just three Sambuca shots. How about that? And so I was like, all right. So the two of us went up. We got three Sambuca shots because obviously one for Peter as well because he was just grabbing his coat. And we were about to leave. And I was like, what time is it? I think it was like, it could have been like probably like 2 in the morning or something. It was getting pretty late. But I really don't remember actually. It was like almost 2 in the morning. I do remember what time it was. I think it was around. It was almost two in. It was like 1:40 or something. And so basically, we had our last shots. We left the place, and basically, yeah, we went outside, and then I seen a taxi just sitting up the road, and I was like, "Did we order a taxi? When the fuck did we order a taxi even?" And so I was a bit confused. And at the same time, I was pretty fucking tipsy. I was getting tipsy because obviously I've been kind of mixing my drinks during the night. Having rock. I had Captain Morgan's before the draw of the match, and then rock shores at the Admirals, a few different shots, and then some Copperbergs. So I've kind of been mixing my drinks, and so obviously I wasn't really sober at that stage. So we walked out. We got into the taxi that we found that apparently was booked. It wasn't the one that was at the top, but it was one. It just kind of rolled up. We got in it, and apparently, like I said, this girl fucking knows everyone. She knew the fucking taxi driver, not just because she had booked the taxi, but apparently she just really like knows him well. And so that got me a bit confused, and I was like, okay, but at the same time, it's like grand. And then I seen on the time it said 1:40, and I was like, oh, okay. And then they were going like, okay, we're gonna get this night started. And I was like, you do realize it's like almost 2 in the morning. Like a lot of people like have already like were already starting their night like like just over an hour ago. But obviously, when you have that group of friends and it's like maybe 2 in the morning, and then they're like, the night only starts at 1 in the morning, which is stupid enough because mate, at 1 in the morning, half the fucking country's asleep. That's the end of it. And so we got back home, and then we immediately cracked open the other drinks, right? And yeah, so we cracked open the other drinks, got the music on, and and then there was something that we did that I will not say on camera, although that just makes me seem very suspicious. Although bleh, that already sounds suspicious, but I'm not going to say it. With ugh, yeah, so I'm not. There's something that we did which I'm not going to say because I'm not trying to get demonetized. It wasn't something like like mad. Although I'm gonna stop talking about that and just talk about the rest of the night before I dig myself into a fucking hole. Basically, we were having a few drinks, and what was it? We started chatting. We started doing truth or dare. I started doing truth or dare, right? And basically, what I was doing was that like Peter, Dara, and the girl, they were sat like at the table. We were at home at this. We were in our house at this stage. I was in the kitchen. I was just sorting out what the fuck was I doing? Um, I was grabbing some cans, chucking them in the fridge, just doing that, and then I was just cleaning like the bottles. I was turning on the dishwasher, just doing them quickly, like just doing some quick shit, and then I, I get my rock shore. I'm like, all right, what's going on? They start doing stuff, and then just asking just all the stupid questions, like little truth or dare questions, and then Peter just goes, "Who would you actually prefer, me or Peter?" Which is yeah, I think Dara said asked me that like because normally I pick truth first. Dara just goes, "Would you prefer me or Peter?" And then I just obviously went on a bit of a, I was just saying a bunch of shit. And at this stage, because I had drinking a lot, I was definitely, I was not sober. Like I was out of my fucking head. And the next thing you know, I just fucking looked down. You can't really see that, can you? Fucking focus. Focus. Basically, my finger was bleed. My finger, my yeah, yeah. Okay, I can't get it. My finger. I just seen that my finger was bleeding, and I was like, "When the fuck did this happen? When did this happen?" There was absolutely no recollection of like when the fuck did this just happen? Did it just happen now? It looks like it just happened. Like unless when I was in the fridge putting stuff, with like with the Corona, the Corona drinks, like the caps, like and like they're a bit sharp. It was either I was just putting the cans in and my finger just like as I was maybe as I was reaching in or when I was going out, I kind of picked off. I maybe like it just scraped off. I noticed that happen. And then the girl just goes, "Are you bleeding? Are you bleeding?" And I was like, somehow, I don't know how. Um, and so obviously, just worried for a second. I was like, "Okay, what the fuck?" And so I'm just distracted here. So I'm now in the toilet washing my randomly bleeding hand, which I'm like, when the fuck did this happen? I don't. It just seems like it just happened, and so basically I go into the bathroom. I just quickly wash my hand, and then I go into the cabinet, just trying to. I'm trying to find a plaster at this stage. But at first, I was just washing my finger, right? But I kind of had the door closed as well. I just had the door closed just to sort it out, and then next thing you know, I just hear Daniel, get the fuck out of the bathroom for a second. You need to fucking come and see this. And like, so I open the bathroom door, and all I see is a half naked Dara just walking outside, and I'm like, what the fuck kind of dare are they doing? And apparently he was there to run around our garden in his fucking boxers. I was like, okay, I didn't see it happen. All I seen was Dara running, like walk out the fucking door, and I was like, what the fuck is going on here? What the hell? What has just happened here? And so they were clearly just having a bit of fun whilst I'm just trying to take care of my finger, trying to find the plaster now, and then just I literally couldn't even find the plaster, so I just grabbed a bit of tissue and just rolled it around my finger. Then I just went back to the drinks. I was having me Captain Morgan's. Then I was going on to Rockshore, and yeah, so then we were just chatting for a bit, and then what happened after that? We were yapping about certain stuff. Oh yeah, and then that fucking thing that I'm not gonna say on camera happened. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Then that happened, which I already said I'm not gonna say on camera. And so after that thing happened, basically, what was it? Um, what happened next? I think, oh yeah, it was we all then just went onto the couch in the living room. We just had our music going, and then because I clearly wasn't sober, I was like just there. I was really not sitting down. I was not sitting down, right? And so then I just like just went over. I just started singing. I started singing the music that was playing, and then I think you could tell that Dara was like fucking like half asleep, which we're about to get to actually. And so basically, um, we were there. I think we all kind of just went upstairs for a sec. I kind of, what happened? What the fuck did happen in that moment? I think it was Dara went upstairs for a second, right? And basically, like we were chatting for about like, we were all like there on the couch just like chatting for an hour or something, like just listening to music, chatting. He went upstairs, and then Peter goes upstairs, comes down, and says that Dara is apparently passed out on her parents' bed. I didn't believe him for a second, so I went up. He fucking face down, gone. He was gone. And I was like, well, that's what you get. That is what you fucking get. Barbara's drinking so much. And and then all the fucking and then all the stuff we say, because like it was funny enough seeing that it was in our parents' bed, because we were like, because normally he ends up sleeping in Peter's bedroom. Like they just get an inflatable mattress, and then he just sleeps in that. Whereas I have my own big comfy room to sit in, to sleep in, and basically, like Dara was just passed out, so we went back upstairs, right, and yeah, so we went back upstairs, seeing him. I think Peter was just outside, in in the hallway. I was kind of in the room. Yeah, I was like in the room, like by the door. Dara's passed out trying to talk to the girl, and then next thing you know, like he just starts trying to make out with her. I was like, the fuck is going on? What the fuck is happening? And then I was like, yeah. And then I just got to that air, mate. Like, are you alright? Like he was responding to us anyway. He wasn't dead. He was just chatting to us. He just started kind of talking to us almost normally. But then I was like, nah, come back to her. By the way. And then pretty much he's He just wanted to kiss her, and then that was it. And then we left, we left the room, and then Peter was downstairs at this stage, and me and her were just having a well, like just having a quick chat, and then I just said, "Here, just leave him, just leave him. He's passed out. Just let him sleep. He just needs to sleep." It's like about after training morning, like after training morning. I barely looked at my phone. I barely looked at my phone, which was the weird thing. I barely looked at it, which is one of the things I'm really surprised about. I didn't look at my phone that much last night, but I think it's just because it was like 3 in the morning, so I'm not getting notifications at like 3, 4 in the morning. So it was like between 3 and 4 in the morning, right? And so then the three of us went back downstairs, and then at one stage we kind of went back up, and I went back up the stairs, right? And apparently, like I seen the parents' door was open. I closed it, by the way. Dara was in. Dara was just lying in the toilet, like, puking his lungs away, as you would do after like you had a lot to drink, and like he didn't really eat it that much. He ate at the draw match. He ate at the draw match, but then like yeah, that was kind of it. And so obviously like he was doing his business in the fucking bathroom. We were just like, yeah, alright, just go to bed. Go to bed, just sleep it off. Like, and so then we drag him back into bed. She kisses him. Him and her kind of just kiss. Peter's kind of trying to drag me away. I'm like, mate, just how about you just go downstairs. I'm just like, Peter, you just fucking go downstairs right now. Whereas Peter's trying to grab me away from them, like from having their so-called moments. But basically, it's a very competency day. Basically, um, we come back downstairs. It's just me, Peter, and her, and then finally fucking breaks the news that like, here, did I tell you that we were together? And so then I like, the kissing definitely didn't just throw me off to just see that you just kissed out of the fucking blue. Because over these past few hours, over these past like 7, 8 hours that I've met you for the first time, I was never informed that you two were together. And so yeah, and basically the three of us were just chatting for a while, and then she was just saying, yeah, we were just having one of those chats. We're having one of those chats, and we're just having a chat, and then Peter for some reason got off the couch and then just sat on the floor just facing her, and I was like, I don't know, mate, you can, okay, and then I think I just started dozing off because think about it, it's almost 5 in the morning at this stage, and I'm like, you know, because the day before I was up at like I got up like 20 past 7, so pretty much I was up for nearly 24 hours straight. So pretty much I was like starting to go, but at the same time I was still drinking, but I was gone pretty much, and so then the two of them, like, because I felt grand in the moment, but then next thing you know, I don't know why. It was just one of those really. I was just listening to the conversation, and the next thing you know, they're like, "Hey, just go to bed, mate." And then I'm just like, I just like get out of it, and then I'm like, wait, was I asleep for a second? And then they're like, yes. I didn't even notice that. I didn't even realize I was asleep, which kind of scared me for a second. I was like, how the fuck did I not realize I was asleep? Like, despite the fact that like, I wasn't in the conversation with them, that should have been the fucking, but my brain just didn't realize it, and so um, two of them just like just go to bed. They and then when they said that, I was like, lads, it is like almost 5 in the morning. It is almost 5 in the fucking morning, right? And then so I just kind of got up for a second to go just get some water, and so They're like, just go to bed. And I just, in that moment, I was like, lads, it's almost 5 in the morning and you're telling me to just go to bed. Using the logic that you just told me, you two should be going to bed as well. It's almost 5 in the fucking morning, but you just tell me go to bed. I know that you're probably just gonna chat about Dara or like whatever, like what we were just talking about because it was something between her and Dara or whatever it was, and then like just kind of just personal stuff anyway. But basically, yeah, always a bit like, why the fuck are you not just going to bed as well? You know what I mean? Why can't you just go to bed as well? Like just shut down for the night, shut down for the night, lads. There's no need for you to just be up for the next half an hour. Then like it doesn't even matter what you are talking about. Just fucking call it off, go to bed, and basically, um, what was it? I then so I'm just in the kitchen. I get some more. I look outside, and dawn is cracking, and I'm like, that's it. And I'm like, I will not be surprised if the sun is coming up in the next half an hour. I look at my fucking phone, go into the weather app. The sun is coming up in like the next 40 minutes. I'm like, what? And so I then just say to them, lads, the sun is going up in about 40 minutes, just so he is now. And then I was kind of just there, and so I came up to bed, and then I looked at the weather app again to see when sunrise was. It was in the sunrise was in like 20 minutes. It was after 5 in the morning at this stage, and I was thinking, mate, someone is waking up for work right now, like my at my job. Someone is leaving their house within 10 to 15 minutes to go to work for 6 and work until 1 in the afternoon, pretty much. And so obviously I just go to sleep. I was just not, I would just it felt as if I just knocked myself out. I was knocked out, and then weirdly enough, right, like I just said, Peter and her were apparently still up. Right? Him and her were apparently still up, right? And then I pretty much just said, well, I didn't say anything. I was asleep. I was passed out. And then when like that like okay you're not asleep like when like you feel like yourself tossing and turn. I was in that was the state I was in for a second. I hear Peter and Dara and I'm like, what the fuck, the fuck. Obviously I had no idea what time it was, but bear in mind I woke up. I'll just give you a quick context. I woke up and it was 1 in the afternoon today. 1 in the afternoon today. So I've been up for like almost 4 hours. Yeah. So it was 1 in the afternoon, right? And then pretty much, which is the time I woke up at. But when I was asleep and then I heard them, I didn't know what time it was. Basically, I hear them, and then I'm thinking like, what the fuck? Like, when the fuck did they wake up? Peter is somehow Peter is somehow awake. So it was either one of two options. It was either he went to bed and then for some fucking reason woke up at like 10 or something. Dara obviously having been asleep like an hour before us, probably just gradually woke up like maybe like 9 or 10, something like that. I hear the two of them. My fucking door opens. I hear it fucking open, and I'm like, what? Like I wanted to wake up, but like I just couldn't get. My body just wouldn't move. My body just decided to just not move, and my eyes were just. It was as if my eyes were telling me, mate, just sleep, just sleep. Doesn't matter, I can hear them, just sleep. I heard my fucking door open. They were talking to each other. I was like, and then in that moment, I was like, lads, are you seriously just coming in? You just came into my room to just quickly look at me sleep. Are you? What the fuck? They've just randomly walked into my room, just looking at me sleep for like 2 seconds whilst chatting to each other, and then they right, and then I then wake up 1 p.m. I look out the window, Dara's car is gone, and I'm like, when the fuck did he leave? When did he leave? And And then I knew that I had to have been one of two options by Peter. It was either he went to sleep and then just, just gradually woke up or whatever, or he didn't go to sleep at all. And then he's just not been doing anything because he's been downstairs watching you on Netflix like, since I've been awake. And yeah, that shit happened. And then, what was it? Pretty much, that was it. And that was kind of it with the night. That was it with the night. Yeah, I pretty much covered everything. I've pretty much covered everything within almost an hour and a half. Almost an hour and a half to talk about this shit. I thought this was gonna be like a short stream actually, but it's surprisingly it's been a bit longer actually, which is good actually. But at the same time, it's like, because I did literally say earlier that I should get some tea, and then realize at the same time that I need to go out and get milk. But it is only like 5. It's only 5 anyway, so like, I should just be able to. What time is Mace open till? I think it closes at 9. Someone doesn't look like it. No, is the people. Oh, that's the one. Closes at 10 p.m. Okay, that's grand because I'm gonna have to go and I'm gonna have to go out and grab milk because yeah, for obvious reasons. But yeah, so I think that's everything covered. That's everything covered just for this. I didn't even know what I was going to talk about this stream until I decided, fuck it, I'll talk about my night. And yeah, I think that my voice is slightly fading. Like obviously, because during the morning, because when I woke up, my voice was like fucking deep. Because obviously, when you wake up from after a night out, your voice is just goes very deep and it's just very crackly. And then obviously, I think because I've been chatting for the past hour and a half, like my voice is starting to get warmed up now. I'm getting more used to it. Found my voice anyway. It's a bit bad how I haven't eaten anything since breakfast. So yeah. So I'm gonna have to go out unless Peter wants to grow a pair of fucking legs and actually go. Actually, no, I haven't a fucking excuse because, like I said at the start of the stream, my fucking calf is gone because I got a calf cramp downstairs, like this morning. Wait, let's see this very quick. Has it? No, I still feel that limp. I still feel that limp. It's like I can feel it. Like it's like it's like when I what was it? Let me see. It's like when I'm flat on my foot. It's like I can feel it. Like yeah, I can feel it like kind of stretch. Because when I was downstairs, it was like when you just stretch your legs for that second, like when you're tired, you just stretch, and your legs just go. My calf, I just looked at it. It was like, it was like basically when you look at your calf, you're like it's like that. But then I just seen the thing of like just turns like you have your full calf, but then the thing just gone upwards for a second. I was like, blimey, because you know the way girls say you have no idea what pain is like for a girl when they're pregnant or when they're given labour. I mean, lad, you do not know. I get that a man doesn't know that kind of pain, but a woman doesn't know. doesn't know the pain of a lad either getting hit in the balls very fucking hard or getting a calf cramp in the middle of the night. Awful. Speaking from fucking experience, oh my god. Is like you're just there, you're just sleeping, you just do the quick stretch, boom, your leg is gone, and you're like, fucking hell. That just happens. But Sherlock is anyway. Is that? No, it's not. It's out. But I think that's everything. You know, how long have we gone? An hour and a half. We've reached an hour and a half anyway. Long enough stream. I think need to get the head a bit more cleared for this one, and I think gladly this stream has been yeah, I think this stream definitely seems a lot better. Like just seeing on my like good thing I can speak. Um, connection seems good. I think the stream is like starting to run smooth. Yeah, I think so I think I should be fine. I should be fine. Go get milk before tomorrow because then Peter will be crying like a baby. When realistically it would be like, mate, just go out and get milk. That's it. That all you need to do is go out and get milk. Oh no, I can also go out and get milk. Like you know what? That's one of the big things. That's one of like the things about like when you have a sibling, like if you have like a twin or a sibling or whatever, is basically um debating, going at each other, being like, yeah, I did this. You need to go. You just go. For example, like with doing takeaways, he'll always go at me because Peter will always be like, "Yeah, like you've ordered from them before, so I'll just call them and just ask. You know what to get." And I'm like, yeah, but mate, like Peter will always like if Peter is aware that maybe I had contact with like a takeaway company, like from like down the road, he'll be like, yeah, you just call them. You have their number. I'm like, you also have their fucking number, by the way. And that's the thing. Like that's just the main thing with siblings and twins. I don't really think it matters if it's twins, but like, when you just have like those two siblings, were like that you're about pretty much like the same age. The debates that like siblings have is something else. I think if it was a lad and if it was a brother and sister, it would probably be different compared to two lads, because you never know. Like, because if I was a girl, whereas I know that my parents wanted a girl, and I would have been Heather. I would have been called Heather. I'd see. I'd probably be out. I'd probably be out doing. I'd probably not even be in the country. If anything, I probably if I was a girl, I probably would have just been that one girl who I just fucking loved going out. Not clubbing, but like I loved traveling or something. I feel like I would have been that kind of person. But I think not gonna extend this any longer because yeah, shop milk. Although maybe I should. Although with my calf, that is pretty sore. Actually, it's not that like it's sore right now. Like sitting down is grand. It's just when I put pressure, just when I put pressure on my calf, like it's actually hurt. It actually hurts. So yeah, maybe unless Peter decides to want to do it for me, that we're fine. But yeah, this is a nice stream, man. I think I think this is like a good angle to like do a live stream from rather than just me just sat on there because it seems to be that weirdly this live stream is running a lot more smoother than my 800 subscriber special. Although it's because I wasn't like talking to the camera like this, but but you know the stuff anyway. I have a video going up. When do I have that video going up? Because I have a video uh going up, and how long? in 4 days. Yeah, I have a video up in 4 days. So I've yeah. What am I trying? I'm trying is I don't get it why I'm just finding it difficult to find the words for today. Well, no shit. It's because like I've had a lot to drink last night, but it's weird because I woke up and I didn't even have a hangover. I wasn't having a hangover, which is weird because despite the amount of times I've gone out, I've never had a hangover, which is weird. But anyway, scrap that. Basically, yeah, I've got a video going up. Um, yeah, 7 p.m. as per usual with the time. 5th of June, going out. Uh, yeah, you pretty much know what the video is. There's no need for me to explain the video to you. You just watch it. It's a simple 10 minute video. But leave it there to it. You know the drill. Fucking just like the videos. Subscribe to the channel. Like we've been going up pretty well with the subs lately. But like yeah, we can maybe see how quick we get through 800 subs because I didn't even like look at how quick I could get through 700. So like we're off to a decent enough pace anyway. But yeah, like, subscribe, comment on the videos if you want, do what you want, and yeah, like so, I thanks for just all the support with the channel. Like the channel has been doing pretty well now recently. Ever since we hit 800 subs, or ever since I started the lives, ever since I've started doing the first few live streams, like we've started doing better, and yeah, I do need to record episode 3 of Making the Beat, so I might do that today. Yeah, just to get it out of the way, just so I can do it. Yeah, just so I can kind of take today to rest, because obviously you want to rest, which means I'll have to hit the gym tomorrow. It's weird knowing that I was off yesterday, and then 2 days off. Well, technically 3 days because I'm not working on Monday. Thank God, because of the bank holiday. Um, Weird enough. No, no, I'm not. Well, not going to the gym those 2 days. It's gonna fucking ruin me. But anyway, I'll leave it. I'll leave it here. I'll leave the stream here, and I'll chat to you in my next video. I'll chat to you in my next video, and I'm gonna maybe see if I can convince Pierre to go out and get milk,